Hey everyone, my name is Penny Zanker, and it's time to reset. This podcast goes beyond just navigating change. It's about new ways of thinking about how you can approach challenges, how you can shift your mindset when needed, create some space and grace for yourself so that you can rethink, recharge, and reprioritize when and where needed. Are you ready to unlock your full potential? Thank you for hitting play and sharing this next episode with me. It's time to reset. Hello and welcome to Take Back Time. My name is Penny Zanker and I'm your host. And today we're going to talk about sleep. Now, we've been talking about rest and different types of ways to be productive by stepping back and stepping away from the work. And so we definitely have our specialist here today. So we're going to learn a lot about sleep. So James Swanwick is an Australian-American investor, entrepreneur, speaker, and former Sports Center anchor on ESPN. He's the creator of the Alcohol-Free Lifestyle, which helps people to change their relationship with alcohol, and the host of a podcast called Alcohol-Free Lifestyle, and creator of blue light blocking glasses. Hey, I know those. They call them Swannies by Swanwick Sleep, which improve your sleep. So James, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
So were you the first blue blocker glasses that came out? Is that, or you have your own version of them? These sleep.
We weren't the first that came out, but we were the most stylish that came out. We were certainly the most stylish. And also, I think I'm almost confident we're the only scientifically proven pair of blue blockers on the market. There are many other brands now, but the University of Washington conducted a scientific study on our glasses in 2018 and showed that people who wore them slept 12% better and reported 11% higher productivity the following day. So yeah, ours are kind of cool and fun and stylish that don't make you look like a meth chemist. I need me
a pair of those.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, you have to send some promo information and stuff over here, and you'll send that link that we'll have it so that we can post it for everybody on the show, because that's what they're here for. They're here to find out how to be more productive. So before we get into maybe that, let's just hear a little bit about your background and how you got into this, why it's important to you.
Well, I was in Palm Springs, California with some friends on a guys' weekend, and we were staying at a nice hotel, and we went out to dinner, and my friend wore a pair of unsightly orange-lensed UVX safety goggles to dinner. And I thought to myself, what's he doing? And I said to him, you look ridiculous, and you're making me look ridiculous by association. And he said, no, man, I'm trying to block the blue light. And I said, block the blue light? What are you talking about? And then he went on to explain that at nighttime, bathroom lights, bedroom lights, kitchen lights, refrigerator lights, the speedometer light, the McDonald's Golden Arches lights, all of those artificial lights stimulate our pituitary and pineal gland, which ultimately suppresses melatonin release, which ultimately shows up as disrupted sleep. And like I jokingly said before, the only problem is that you have to look like a meth chemist in order to protect your eyes by wearing a pair of safety goggles. So I had the idea, why don't I create a stylish pair of blue blockers that I would feel comfortable wearing in Los Angeles, California, where I was living at the time, which is quite fashion conscious and style conscious. So I created a pair of somewhat stylish blue light blocking glasses, and they took off. I mean, on the market at the time, they had very, very ugly, unsightly pairs, and we just kind of did a cool Ray-Ban-esque kind of style, and people really warmed to it. And so that was how it began. My sleep was okay, but when I wore the glasses, my sleep was all of a sudden very good. And so I bought into the idea. I'd read lots of research studies on it, and I've now, I guess, become somewhat of a sleep expert in that I've interviewed the world's top sleep doctors and written papers and things like that. So yeah, that's how it began.
Interesting. So it was just because he had them and you had this idea. It wasn't that you had like a massive sleeping issue and this resolved it.
Well, I didn't have a sleeping issue in that I didn't think my sleep was horrible. It was kind of blah. I mean, I would describe it as being about a 7 out of 10 when it could have been a 9 out of 10. But when I started wearing the blue blockers, it jumped to a 9 out of 10. And so I noticed that I was falling asleep quicker. I noticed I was sleeping deeper, and then I woke up feeling refreshed. And then fast forward to the modern day, you may have noticed I'm wearing an Aura ring. Now I actually track my sleep.
I got one too.
Yeah, I got one too. I mean, I have customers now all over the world. We've we've got about 250,000 customers, I think, over the world who've bought a pair of glasses. They send us messages all the time with their results on Aura, from when they weren't wearing the glasses to when they started wearing the glasses, and the sleep improvement increases dramatically. I mean, and it's noticeable. It's indisputable. Certainly scientific studies have proven that, but then just anecdotally from customers all over the world, when you wear a pair of these glasses in the last hour before you go to sleep, it blocks that light. Your melatonin can release melatonin, or your body can release melatonin the way nature intended it to release it, and that shows up in a great night's sleep. Don't wear the glasses. Brush your teeth in the bathroom light. Read a book with the bedside lamp. Don't wear the glasses. Your sleep's not as good.
Okay, so you wear them an hour before you go to sleep, and that's
Look, here's the best thing. The best thing you can do for your sleep is to live your life by candlelight and sit in the dark and never turn on an electronic light again. But it's 2023. The next best thing you can do is block blue light with a pair of blue light blocking glasses. Now, in an ideal world, you'd put the glasses on when the sun goes down, but we don't live in perfect conditions. And so I want to be realistic with people, because people don't really want to wear them for 3 or 4 straight hours. So what I can just tell you what I do as the owner of the company and the creator of them. I put mine on about 45 minutes to an hour before I know I'm going to sleep. Don't take them off, which means I've already showered an hour before. I've already brushed my teeth. I've already done all those kind of things. Now I'm wearing the glasses. I get into bed with the glasses on. Then I turn off the bedside light, and then I remove the glasses in the dark, because I don't want the light even taking 5 seconds. Because as soon as you stare into the light, the mind and the body mistakenly believes that it's daytime, because any of that electronic light tricks your body and brain into believing that it's daytime. And so you don't release melatonin. So I'm wearing these glasses. Now, it's, as you and I are recording this where I am in the UK, it's 12:15. So in about 3 minutes, I'm going to put them on, knowing that I'm going to go to sleep at around 11. That's my way of doing things.
Fantastic. I just want people to know how to best use them. So that's fantastic. Yeah, you might as well put them on now, right?
I'm putting them on now, and they won't come off until I get into bed.
Tell me, so do you find that, like I'm somebody who I tend to wake up in the middle of the night, I have to go to the bathroom, or you said it helped people to sleep more soundly. So do you find that people wake up less in that context when they go to bed properly and have the right melatonin released?
I mean, look, I can only give you anecdotal evidence, right? And the answer is yes. People report sleeping through, as opposed to previously when they would wake up and they'd go to the bathroom. In relation to going to the bathroom, you can solve a lot of that by actually not drinking liquids within 3 hours of bedtime. So if you're going to go to sleep at 10, make sure you have your last liquids at 7. And that can go a long way into ensuring you don't have to use the bathroom in the morning. Likewise, with food, you want to make sure that you finish your final meal 3 hours before sleep, because when you eat or drink within that 3-hour window, you're essentially clocking in for the night. You're sending your body to work. You're sending your body to work to break down the food and digest the food. And where we don't want our body working. We want our body clocked off for the night and resting. That's what sleep is. Likewise, with alcohol, you're better off drinking alcohol for breakfast than you are anywhere close to bedtime if you're trying to get a great night's sleep, because alcohol is filled with toxins. And when you drink those toxins, the liver goes to work trying to get the toxins out of the body. And again, we don't want the body working as we're sleeping. We want the body sleeping. That's it. And most people in the modern world will have their glass of wine or 2 or beer or whatever it is, because they think, it helps me to fall asleep. Well, the truth is, it may well help you to fall asleep, but the quality of your sleep is going to be severely compromised. And again, Aura Ring studies show this repeatedly. And I'm just the messenger. People get all angry when I say that they can't. Do
they? They're like a whole.
So angry.
Wow.
I mean, not. That's not everyone's reaction, but some people get angry because they're so resistant to the idea that they have to give up their glass of attractively packaged poison, which is what I call alcohol, or this idea, or they'll start fighting me or arguing back. Like, I have a glass of wine, it helps me relax. I sleep just fine. I go, oh, do you? You sleep just fine? Well, I'd love to see your Aura Ring results and just see what fine means to you. How do you feel when you wake up in the morning? Oh, tired, lethargic. Well, there you go.
Right. You're not getting a good night's sleep. So is that sort of the marker? If you wake up and you feel refreshed, that's a sign?
It's a marker. Yeah, it's a marker. I mean, it's a compelling marker. I mean, trust the body.
Are there any other markers that you'd say that help you to know that you really had a good night's sleep?
Well, how you feel is a huge one, but also if you've been carrying unwanted body fat, unwanted body weight, sleeping really, really well helps you lose that. So another marker is, are you losing a little bit of weight? If you've got weight to lose, you've got force. Visible. They've done a study out of the UK that showed that people who sleep well have 33% less visible wrinkles around the eyes if you're sleeping well. Just a warning, you do appear better looking when you sleep well. So that's another marker, because when you sleep well, obviously those wrinkles and that weathered look disappears and your skin returns to the way nature always intended it to look. So people go, oh, you look well. Oh, how's things going? That's another benchmark.
Who doesn't want to look better, right? Who doesn't want that?
There you go. If you're not desperate to drink coffee within 30 minutes of waking up, that's another marker, because a lot of people like wake up and like, oh, I need a coffee. I have to have a coffee to start the day. Well, that's a sign that maybe you're not sleeping well, because someone who sleeps well wouldn't be desperate for a cup of coffee. They'd allow 90 minutes to pass and then they might enjoy a cup of coffee rather than needing to have the coffee just to get going. If you've got energy in the morning, that's another marker. You know, if you've got energy and you feel good and you're kind of like, oh, yep, feeling good, that's another benchmark. And then the opposite of everything I just said is another indicator that you're not sleeping great.
Fantastic. So what else do we need to know about sleep? So I didn't ask you yet, but that you think is relevant and important for us to really look at the way that we're sleeping and make some changes.
Well, look, here's the gold standard of sleep. First thing in the morning, we want to expose ourselves to as much natural sunlight as possible. Our skin has receptors in it. And when the sunlight hits the skin, it tells our internal body clock, which is called our circadian rhythm, this is daytime. And now the body starts to flood with daytime hormones. Studies show that any caffeine after 12 o'clock is going to disrupt your sleep. Let me rephrase that. Any caffeine within 10 hours of sleep will disrupt your sleep. So if you're going to sleep at 10 p.m., you want to ensure that your last coffee is at 12. Now, again, this is where people start to get angry sometimes. They say, I have a cappuccino or a coffee after dinner each night and I sleep just fine. In the universe that we currently occupy, it is a physical impossibility that the caffeine from coffee is not going to disrupt your sleep.
Right.
It's just not possible, right? Coffee and caffeine is a stimulant, and the quality of your sleep will be compromised. Now, again, I believe you when you say you might fall asleep just fine. But again, the quality of your sleep, and by quality, I mean how much time are you spending in that deep REM phase, that restorative phase? Right. That's what I'm talking about.
Right. So we need to track it, right? For somebody to say, I sleep just fine, you're not tracking it, then you know that you sleep fine.
I mean, I don't even know what sleep fine means. I mean, it's such a generic term, right? I mean, you might be saying I sleep fine, and you could be sleeping at a 5 out of 10 compared to your potential sleep of a 9 out of 10. So You just kind of accepted your sleep for what it is. If it's not terrible, then you're like, it's fine. But I submit to you, your whole life can change for the better if you are sleeping the way nature intended you to sleep. And you notice I've said that a few times now, the way nature intended, the way nature intended, the way nature intended. We live in the modern world. We don't do anything the way nature intended anymore. Got devices, we're distracted, we don't sleep well, we drink too much alcohol, we eat sugary and carb-laden foods, we're carrying extra body fat, there's food available on every street corner. We've got food that we can store in refrigerators and I mean, never in human history have we had so much food at such so available to us. And so because of that, we eat more than we ever ate for tens of thousands of years. And we're all addicted to screens, myself included. I spend a shocking amount of time on my cell phone each day. I'm very aware of it and I track it, but I'm also doing so while wearing a pair of the daytime Swanwick glasses with the clear lens, filter that blue light. And then at nighttime, I'm switching over to the orange lens glasses to block the blue light. Morning exercise is definitely better for sleep than evening exercise, according to multiple studies. Sleeping in a cool room of between 65 and 69 degrees Fahrenheit is the optimal room temperature, studies have shown, for sleep. That's a little chilly, but you can rug up. And then for relaxation, listening to binaural beats. For focus, listening to binaural beats. There's a beautiful mix of theta and beta waves that happen when you listen to binaural beats that puts the mind into deep relaxation, and that can really support you in getting a good night's sleep. And then absolutely invest in a pair of quality blue light blocking glasses at nighttime to block that artificial light, ensuring that you don't drink liquids or eat foods within 3 hours. And then blackout curtains. You definitely want blackout curtains so the sun doesn't wake you up too early in the morning. You want a nice dark room.
So you talked about having blinds to make the room as dark as possible. So I use a mask as opposed to we just have regular blinds. Is that just as good as the dark blinds?
Yeah, we have a mask here from my company as well, a full silk oversized mask. Yeah, masks are terrific because you don't want any light coming in disrupting you. But look, you want your room to be black anyway. I wear my mask every night because I don't want to wake up so early. But if you can remove any light, like I'm in a hotel at the moment, not a particularly desirable one, I must say. I'm not one with great Wi-Fi, but they've got the television light. Even though the television's off, they've got this like red light when it's on standby. You've got the air conditioning light. You've got this bathroom light, this little light that shines through. It's horrendous. There's how much light they think the alarm clock light. The hotel.
Oh, that's awful. I hate that one. I always have to put something over it. It's always, or unplug it.
It's terrible. Horrendous. And they've done a study that showed that all of this light that lights up the room disrupts your sleep. Again, the body doesn't understand. The body wants to be in darkness. It doesn't understand that the body thinks it's daytime when there's any amount of artificial light on you. That's the point I was trying to make. So if you're in a hotel room, pull out the alarm, put it upside down, pull out the television from the electrical cord if you can, wear a mask, make sure you got nice dark curtains so the light doesn't wake you up too early in the morning. Make sure the air conditioning unit is down to 65 or 69 degrees, and wear a pair of quality blue blockers and take them everywhere with you.
Awesome. Well, James, thank you so much for being here. Where can people find more information about you and get a hold of your glasses and a mask?
I'm on Instagram at James Swanwick. The glasses can be found at swanwicksleep.com or on Amazon. And yeah, we've got sleep products, blue blockers, sleep masks, earplugs, all kinds of things.
Awesome. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for being here and it being so late in the UK as well.
Thank you, Penny. Appreciate you having me.
And thank you all for being here. Again, we've been talking about this. We've been talking about rest. We've been talking about resting first, making sure that you're giving that a priority so that you can be the best version of yourself, so that you can be creative, so that you can be more productive in the things that you do, be smarter in approaching how you manage your time and what you do with your time. And all of that comes from getting a really great amount of sleep. So we've heard a lot of great tips here today, and I hope that you're going to track your sleep, that you're going to get a pair of blue blockers and get a mask and really put these into practice so that you can increase your sleep, so that you can take back time. That's the name of today's show. And my name is Penny Zenker. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everyone. Hey, thank you for spending this time with me. It really means a lot. If you're feeling a little off, distracted, overwhelmed, stuck, or just out of sync, remember that's your signal to reset. And that's all it takes, just recognizing one reset moment at a time. So stay tuned for more tips, tools, tricks, stories, strategies, all here on Time to Reset. We'll see you in the next episode.